leave no stone unturned. My name's JR, and this is Warframe, built to destroy. Hey, what's up pups, it's JR, and we're here once again with a new season of Built to Destroy. As always, however, there are a few things I want to address first.
The first thing being that I currently have a lapel or lavalier microphone in the mail, so ideally this is the last time you'll have to deal with my headset's mic. The second thing is that this season is going to be slightly different, because instead of doing a primary, then a secondary, then a melee, then a Warframe, I am instead going to do 2 primaries, then a melee, then a Warframe.
Wow, JR, 2 primaries in one season? Is that to celebrate the 5th season of BTD?
Sure, yeah, you could say that. It's totally not because I forgot to build a new secondary for season 5. That's totally not the reason.
So basically, I figured to celebrate season 5, I'd build 2 primaries instead. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now, let's get into the video, why don't we? If you read the title or looked at the thumbnail, you might have noticed something. And that something was most likely the fact that I have already built a variation of this weapon. In Season 3, I built Latron Prime. But a few days after I published that episode, I slowly began to realize that Latron Prime wasn't really my style.
Yes, it is a very good hybrid crit status weapon, but I already have Grimlock for that, and quite frankly, overall, I don't really like the look, feel, or sound of Latron Prime.
So soon after posting that episode of Season 3, I ended up selling my Latron Ribbon and shelving Latron Prime. Over that time, I've come to realize something about myself.
Slow fire rate, one-shot, one-kill weapons are cool and all, but I just can't change the fact that I love being able to spray lead all over the place. I used the Vector in Modern Warfare 2, and I'm proud.
So, when I recently got a new Latron Ribbon, I figured I'd give it another shot. But, seeing as how Latron Prime is vaulted, I was left with the other variant. Latron Wraith. Latron Wraith is the Wraith variant of the 10-0 semi-automatic rifle Latron, featuring 60 base damage favoring puncture, 26% crit chance, a 2.8 times crit damage, and a 14% status chance, with the addition of a 5.42 rounds per second fire rate, making it so it has less base damage and status chance than Latron Prime, but has a better crit potential and a higher fire rate. As you can imagine, since Latron Wraith isn't too far off from Latron Prime and has a higher fire rate, I was super into giving Latron Wraith a go. With me having Prime Shred, I knew I was going to have a fun time with this weapon. Now, what Ribbon are we looking at?
Yeet!
Latron Armacritidra adds 59.2% more fire rate, 153.6% more crit chance, and 52.6% more shots in the magazine, while unfortunately reducing the damage to Grineer by 35.5%. But luckily that isn't all that much. Before we continue on to my build, I should probably note that in order to obtain Latron Wraith, you're going to have to do some invasion missions to get the blueprint, barrel, receiver, and stock components. However, if you're extremely unlucky like me and seem to always get on Warframe after an invasion for the parts you need just ended, then Latron Wraith isn't too expensive in the trading chat, so you can just get the parts there. Now, onto my build. I built Latron Wraith for full crit, with Serration, Split Chamber, Infected Clip, and Cryo Rounds increasing my overall damage and adding viral damage to the mix. Then, Point Strike, Vital Sense, and Latron Armacritidra increasing my crit capability. And finally, Primed Shred and Latron Armacritidra increasing my fire rate to 11.6 rounds per second, as well as adding 2.2 meters of punch through, and bringing up my magazine size to 23 rounds instead of 15. So, let's see what this semi-automatic bullet hose can do.
That's going to wrap up this episode of Built to Destroy. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like, and make sure to hit that subscribe button to become a pup if you haven't already. I'd also like to thank my newest $10 patron, Sterenda baugher. Thanks a lot, I really appreciate it. If you also want to support me in the channel, consider becoming a patron for as low as $1 a month. My name's JR, and I'll see you guys in the next one.